Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So today is a really exciting video because I finally got my Colourpop What Dreams Are Made Of palette, and I mean, every time I look at it, the song is stuck in my head on repeat. And I love the packaging. It's just everything a 90s girl dreams of, and it just makes me happy looking at it. Now, I filmed the video with this, I think, was it last week, but like the first half an hour of the footage of me applying eyeshadow is completely blurry. Maybe not the first half an hour, but the first 25 minutes definitely. So this is the look I created. If you want to see how I did it, let me know. I can film it again, but because it was blurry, I had to refilm this whole video. So originally I wanted the first impressions, but this is more just me playing with the palette. So I still have the footage of me swatching the shadows, so you will see that after this bit before I create the eye look. But apart from that, I binned that video, so you get this look instead, which is a beautiful pinky peachy pastel-y look that I find that works perfectly well in the springtime. And originally I wanted to do a purple look because I haven't used the purples in this palette too much yet, but then I was wearing this jumper, so I'm like, no, we're gonna go with peaches and maybe I can film another video with the purples. I'm so excited I can barely talk. So let me know if you would like to see some purple. I would be more than happy to do that. This palette makes me super happy. I mean, the packaging for Lizzie is super on brand. And I bought this and the blush from the collection. I really like the blush as well. I bought Magnifico, which is the darker color out of two. Let me grab that. So this is the blush. I'm not wearing it today, but it's a beautiful, beautiful color. It's quite pigmented, so you definitely don't need a lot of it. And these are the only two things I bought from the collection because the lip glosses were plumping glosses, and it's not really my thing. I don't really like plumping lip glosses, so I skipped those. And then apart from that, what else was in the collection? There were two gels, and I mean, we're not going to festivals where I'm gonna wear that, so I thought I'm gonna skip on that as well. And then I think there was one more blush that was a bit of a lighter color from this, but I don't really like those cool toned really light blushes, or when I'm in the mood I already have a few, so I thought I'm not gonna need it because the Animal Crossing collection by Colourpop had a really similar color to it, and I do have that blush, so I thought I'm gonna skip that. But that's it for today. So if you would like to see the swatches of this palette, then keep on watching, and also after that I'm gonna create this look, so I hope that you're gonna keep on watching. And please give it a like if you like it, if you like Lizzie McGuire, and please consider subscribing. But for now, let's hop into the rest of the video, and yeah, let's go. I already primed my eyes with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, so now we can move on to the palette finally. And I'm gonna take my e.l.f. defining eye brush, so just this little stubby blending brush, and I'm gonna dip it in this pinky brown that's called a Done and Done, that shade. And I'm gonna just apply it in my crease. At this point it doesn't have to be too neat, but to be fair it's going to be a really easy eyeshadow look. I'm also going to take it and apply it in the outer corner. And as you can see, today I will keep the shape of my eye more rounded than anything else, because I feel like I've done a lot of pulled out eyeshadow looks lately, so I'm reverting back to more rounded ones in the past few days or even weeks. I go through phases. So when I'm about at that level, I'm gonna take my Blank Canvas Cosmetics E42 brush, so just a fluffier blending brush, and I'm gonna dip it in the shade, well, that's how I pronounce it in my head anyway. So that's that pink, and I'm gonna just use that to diffuse the edges of this brown and make it look more pink, just really lightly. And if you feel like I do, that this eye is a bit more strong than the other one, I'm gonna just take a blending brush with nothing on it. This is I think this is a MAC 217, you just can't really tell anymore. And I'm gonna just run it along the edges to diffuse it a little bit more. I feel like because in my other eye I waited a bit longer with the concealer before I started going in with the shadow, but not so much with this eye. So it grabs onto the concealer a bit more. Okay, I think we're good. Then I went back in with my e.l.f. brush and I dipped it in the shade So Mature, which is this beautiful peachy kind of colour, and it has a bit of shimmer in it. But on the eyes you can't really see it, at least not with the small amount I'm using. And I would like to point out how much kickback that shade has in the palette, but it doesn't really fall down on my face. I always make sure to tap my brushes on the palette, so I don't really have any fallout on my face, luckily. It's more just in the palette, which is fine by me. So I'm gonna pack that on the outer corner. And it's such a beautiful shade. You could easily use this as a one and done kind of shadow on the lid, but that wouldn't really make for an interesting video, so you know, here we go. And what I had done previously on the other eye, I went back in with the Blank Canvas brush and just blended the edges a little bit. And then I'm going into one of my favorite shades in the palette, which is Outie. Outie, I don't know what that means. Oh, that was a cat. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm gonna go in one of my favorite shades, which is Outie, which is this beautiful shimmery peach. And I find that it works amazing with the fingers, so that's what I do. Oh, look at that. And I don't mind blending it quite high up into the crease, because then I'm going back in with my Blank Canvas brush and just diffuse the edges again. What do you want? That cat, hold on, let me chuck her out in the garden. Don't worry, it's quite warm outside. She's still inside, so where were we? Next, I'm gonna take my Sigma E47 brush and dip it in the shade Bye-Bye, which is a beautiful champagne color, and I love, love, love this color. I think this could work quite nicely as well on the cheekbones as a highlighter, but that's not what I've done. By the way, if you want to see the products that I used on my complexion, I'm gonna leave them in the description box below, just in case you want to know. But with this shade, we're gonna just apply it in the inner corner. And again, taking the Blank Canvas brush, if I can find it. Why can I never see the things I put down right in front of me? Ah, because they're not right in front of me this time, that's why. If the cat wouldn't distract me, although who are we kidding? I can never find my brushes either way. Okay, and then what I've done on the other eye, I just went back one more time with Outie, because it's such a beautiful shade. and I could not resist packing on a bit more. It is gorgeous. Then I went back with the same Sigma brush and the shade Bye Bye, and I applied a little bit of my brow bone as well, because it's the perfect brow bone highlight. And then I took a small pencil brush, an itty bitty one. This is the Zoeva 240, and I dipped it in the shade Digital Bean and Outfit Repeater. So these two, to like have a custom mix of shades, because I didn't want it to be too purple, but I also didn't want to just use Outfit Repeater. I wanted it a bit deeper, so I decided to mix the two, and I just created a little bit of dimension at the lash line. But you know my style by now if you've been on my channel. I don't like anything too much. And now I had a little bit of fallout, but it's gone. I love that cat, but she's noisy. So now I'm going to repeat the same thing on the lower lash line. I'm going to mix the two shades, tap it off, and blend it out on the lower half. The lower half? No, the outer half of the lower lash line. Then I took another small blending brush. This is the the Morphe B16, sorry. And I dipped it in the shade So Mature again, so that beautiful peach. And I'm gonna just blend this out on the lower lash line. And then to make sure it's diffused, I'm gonna just go in with the clean MAC brush and blend. Now for the inner corner, we're gonna use the same Sigma brush as before and that beautiful champagne Bye Bye, and just blend it there. And that's the eyeshadow portion of the look done really. I'm gonna just add a mascara and then I'm gonna add a liner, and that will be it. I told you it's gonna be really simple and easy, quite fuss free, but still really nice. Well, if you ask me. Anyway, so let me just add a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna add a bit more of Bye Bye in the inner corner because I feel like, oops, that was a bit too much. I feel like it could use it compared to the other side. Now we're gonna add mascara, and then I'm back for a liner. So for mascara, I'm just using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. Nothing new, you know. Same old, same old. So yesterday I actually did a really similar look, and I just used my Kevyn Aucoin Blood Roses, I think it's called. It's a more purpley burgundy kind of mascara, and that was beautiful as well. It just made my lashes a bit more natural, but it looked really nice. So now, just as a finishing touch, we're gonna use the Colourpop eyeliner in the shade, wow, I didn't have it for so long. And the writing is already gone. I think it's called Gobi. Oh my god, the eyeliner just fell out. Oh my god, it did. Look at that. What the heck? Well, that's a bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look how much I have left. Is this normal? Does this happen with the Colourpop liners? Someone please tell me, because that's disappointing. Well, okay, I will attempt to line my waterline with this because the speechy color would go perfectly with the lid, but I'm a bit confused. There we go. I like this liner generally because it doesn't add a lot of color, it's just this perfect pastel peach kind of look, and I think it complements eye looks because it brightens my eye a little bit, but nothing too intense, so it doesn't take away from the general eye look, and this is what we came up with. So let me know what you think. I quite enjoy this look. I think it's really pretty. It's perfect for the springtime, but it's still nothing too much if you ask me anyway. So yeah, I like it, but let me zoom you out to say goodbye. So this is all the video for today. So it's clearly not the first impressions, it's just me playing with the palette because, as I mentioned, that video failed. So hopefully this will come out all right, and that's it. If you like this video and this look, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me if you join this little community. But for now, I'm gonna go, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!